Hey,
Hey, hey, Paige, how are you?
so amazing. Plant-based in the Burbs, and I have a beautiful bouquet right here.
Yeah, I am so jealous of that. I want to cook that so bad. That
Right?
is simply beautiful. Now,
How would you how would you cook it up?
I would make it like a steak.
Yeah. Well, I don't have the steak skills just yet, but I heard you're making some kind of a pepper steak today. I'm actually going to cut this up into slices
Oh,
and
nice.
caramelize some onion and garlic.
Oh, yeah.
I learned this from Chef Ed yesterday. Chef Ed? Oh my God. Yeah. Um, my friend Chef Ed, yes, I'm sorry, I'm spacing out. But you can also use the stem because it's got the little it's like almost spongy like. And she was
Okay.
taking Alex, my farmer, she was telling me that you can eat the entire full-on fungi and mungi right here.
Oh, good. That's awesome. That's awesome to know because I'm going to probably hit that place next week and see if I can get me some
Yes.
mushrooms. But anyway, guys, we want to just say thank you. Thank you. Welcome to Plant Based in the Burbs. I'm Sherry Cherie, and this is my beautiful partner in crime, Paige Parson Roach. Thanks for coming into our kitchen, and we are going to get to cooking. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. But I do want to say something. Um,
Ooh,
I am using seitan. I don't know if any of you guys do use this. I think I've used it once a long time ago. And
yeah,
this is one of those things, one of those days when you just don't feel like doing a lot of work, but,
sure.
but you need to do something. So we're going to mimic a pepper steak. So we're
Ooh.
gonna try it. This is new, so we're gonna
Now,
try it.
wait a minute. I thought you told me something about where'd you get inspired for this recipe? I'm
Oh,
curious.
I gotta hide my recipe book down here. I got inspired by Tracy McQuarter by Any Greens Necessary. And so this is
Ooh,
a really great book. She has some amazing recipes in the back. I have tried at least 3 or 4 of them. I did, when I first got the book, I made the pepper steak a long time ago. I was looking for the product that she recommended. I had a problem finding it. So I guess things
mm.
have changed on the market. So this new one here we're going to use, and I think this one is by Uptown. I guess it's how.
Uptown's a great product. You're in good hands with that product. I love that product. They
uh,
have a lot of other really great things as well. That Upton's.
Okay, as accepted. Okay, so I've never used it. So this is, I'm just going to show you what it looks like. So this
Oh,
is what it looks like when it comes out of the pack. So I'm going to slice
mm,
it into steak
mm.
bits, like strips. So we'll see.
Nice.
We'll see how that comes out. So I'm going
Mine are going to be strips too, and I'm going to put garlic and onions in the pan with some Yoko's butter, and I'm showing you how you can simply do it. Like Sherry really gets into it with all kinds of great, amazing, like on Unchained TV, you can see a recipe, y'all, where she fries them and then they're so good. And we went to a restaurant last week. Shout out to Donna Jean.
oh
They
yeah.
had she made really good these spicy
Oh,
mushrooms or
it was
cheese.
so
He
good.
Roy, Chef Roy, so good.
Listen, they were so good, but I have to tell you, I am a lightweight, and Paige powered through those mushrooms. I had one little sip and I was a little bite, and I was like, "Ugh." But
Well,
let me tell you, the crust on those mushrooms
yeah.
are amazing. And next time I go, I would ask them to put the sauce on the side, but they were delicious. That's a great little spot. So yeah, we have
So,
to go.
and you know, if you're gonna get that spice going, ask for the vegan ranch because that's what they had there, and that helps a lot. So anyway, I'm also gonna add in some of the spinach, Sherry. So I thought that'd be kind of fun in there with the mushrooms. Now, this is
Okay.
all from Farmers Market. I got it from the farmers. Shout out, thank you to our local farmers here in California where I live, the Simi Valley, the Soma Valley, the Newberry Park over here. We're in like Woodland Hills, West Hills, Agora Hills area, but there's a lot of farming going on around in the Simi Valley area that we get a lot of our fruits and vegetables from. So I just want to say thank you to the farmers.
Thank
So
you. Yes.
yeah. Now, do you want me to give you the full screen? Because I got to get my butter going over there with the garlic. I'm just going to cut up that part. Did you
Yeah,
want to?
that's fine. I'm ready for it today. I am
All
ready
right,
for it. Okay.
take
All
it
right.
away.
Take it away. Take it away. So anyway, I am going to work on making this pepper steak and the recipe. So I have it down here in my little cheat sheet. So I'm going to tell you what the first thing we're going to add. We're going to add our onions. So I cut up one red onion. Hey, Haley. I cut up one red onion, so I'm just gonna drop that on in there before I burn myself. I cut up 2 bell peppers. Uh, I really love the yellow and the orange. They're a little sweeter. The green is not my favorite, but there's a lot of people who do love the green. My mother was addicted to the green bell peppers. Maybe that's why I don't like to eat them. You know how you eat things a lot when you're younger. You're like, when you grow up, I'm not eating that. So anyway, we're gonna go ahead and put this in the skillet. I'm gonna show you what that's looking like. So here we go. We're just gonna saute this all up. Hopefully my skillet is big enough. We're going to cook until the onions become translucent. So we're going to do that, and that we get the bell peppers a little moist, a little soft. So that's kind of what we're going to do here. And then next, after that, we're going to add, I think we're going to add our seitan. So I'm going to go ahead and cut it up a little bit. I'm going to show you what it's looking like. Hopefully it won't fall apart on me. But this is the slices that I cut it in. So hopefully that'll work. It is a kind of delicate product, so I just want to make sure that we don't. So I'm gonna pull it right out. I already kind of pre-opened it so I could be prepared. Just gonna pull it out. It comes out like in a big chunk. I don't know if any of you guys worked with this before. I know a lot of people have. So just gonna go ahead and slice that up and try to mimic steak strips. So that's basically what I want to do with this product. So we're just gonna cut it up. And then we're going to go ahead and finish sauteing over here. Ooh, you hear that? Look at that. Woo, woo, woo. That's looking good. You should smell it. It smells so good. I love onions. It smells really, really good. So we're just going to go ahead and let that get all nice and translucent. But I hope you guys are all having a great day. I don't know where you come from, but today it was surprisingly warm here in California. I think it got up to like 85 or 90, which I'm thinking it's October. Can we get a little bit of cool weather? I'm really looking forward to it. So anyway, we're going to go ahead and let that do its thing. The recipe calls for next is to go ahead and add, I think, the seitan. So I want to make sure we're doing that correctly. Yes, we're going to add the seitan, and then we have some other items that we're going to add. We're going to add 1 tomato. We're going to add some crushed garlic that I've already cut up. We're going to add some celery into that. Some nutritional yeast is called for the recipe, and also some liquid aminos. We're going to add that in there. And then, of course, I like to throw in my own little extra stuff. So I'm going to throw in a little extra garlic and a little bit of Old Bay just to give it a little more seasoning. One thing about liquid aminos, it does have enough seasoning in it. I think that's a reason why a lot of times we use it, because it can give your tofu or your seitan that we're using flavor, right? And give you that kind of salty taste that you're looking for. So you have to really be careful on what seasonings you're using in your food. I always recommend using powders instead of salt, because I just think it's better for you, because you're basically getting them vegetable ground up to a powder. So I'm gonna go ahead and let's see. Our next move would be to add the seitan. So I'm gonna go ahead and add this. We'll see how it turns out, guys. So we're gonna add that in. Let me show you what that's looking like. And if it falls apart, I'm okay with that. I mean, as long as it's little chunks of steak-like looking chunks, I'm cool with that. So let's go ahead and chop up a little bit more. Just gonna add that in there. Just gonna move it around in here so it can get some mix up with the vegetables. This is interesting. I mean, I've never cooked with this before. So, all right. So then we're going to add that in. We're going to add in. We're going to want us to add in our tomatoes. So we're going to add the tomatoes. We're going to add the garlic. So all this is going in one pot here. Add the garlic. Let's just kind of mix it all around. I might chop some of these down a little bit. And what I did with this, I just made some rice, some simple rice to go with this. Just a nice and easy recipe. So we're going to go ahead and do that. We did the garlic and celery. We're going to add the liquid aminos in here. So that's called to add in there. And then we're going to add, what else? And then we're going to stir fry. So let it cook for about 10 minutes. I think we're going to throw a little bit of the celery in here as well. Just so we got a lot of little things going on in here. We got some vegetables going on in here. And so this needs to cook for about 10 minutes. We're going to let that do its thing. I'm also going to add a little bit of my own extra seasonings because I do like my stuff seasoned. That is just my business, as Tabitha Brown says. So I'm going to do the same. It's my business. So I'm just putting in some roasted garlic powder. And then I put a little bit of Old Bay in there. Not too much, because I can always taste later, see how it's going. And we're just going to let this cook up for 10 minutes, just like the recipe called for. That's it. So let's hope we come out with something really delicious. And I don't know what you're cooking in your kitchen tonight. So, what happened?
Okay, Charlie says, I've been busy over here getting my onions and garlic going. And Sarah Siegel says, cook for 10 minutes. Okay. She also says she can almost smell it.
Oh, me too. I'm so glad you can smell that.
And Charlie says, hi, everyone.
Hi,
Tina. So
hey.
easy. Hi,
that
Tina.
Is right, Tina. I am not in today to making something super hard. It's all about quick and easy, right?
Quick and easy. And Debbie says she uses seitan a lot.
Oh, really?
Stew.
Ooh,
I'm interested in that. Yeah, I pulled out a recipe. Veg News right now has a bunch of recipes for soups. So I'm definitely going to get some soups, but it takes a lot of preparation. And I was going to tell everybody, I'm going to share something with you a little bit later. I'm teaching a composting class to kids in 6th grade, like the STEM students. So I wanted to show you what we made today. I was busy with that right up until this moment here. But yeah, look at how gorgeous this is. I did before I cut her up. I'm like kind of feeling a little sad, but I'm very excited because she's now available to be eaten. You know, she's been picked. So, but she's so pretty, isn't she gorgeous? But I am going to give her.
I would eat her up.
So we're going to be doing that now. I have some Miyoko's butter, garlic, and onions just going and caramelizing over there in my pan. Yeah. So it's going to take a little minute, and then I'm going to add this pretty girl and this handsome guy, because they're kind of guys and girls, I think, you know, they're fungi among guy. Mushroom jokes or any, you know, if you haven't seen Fantastic Fungi, I highly recommend seeing that film. Shows you how there's mycelium networks going on. It looks like our own network going on with our computers and everything. You'll be very fascinated to know, but how healthy and delicious and scrumptious that it is. And it makes a great, you know, meat alternative or just a great plant-based food source. That's what I like to say. So yeah.
And you know what is interesting is that even though a lot of us in the audience probably, and even you and I, you know, we are trying to make our move not to have so much mock meat in our kitchen, but it does come in handy when you do have those days where you just don't really feel like getting down and dirty in the kitchen. So these mocks will help you. So this is a brand that I got.
Yeah. Okay, wait, let's go back to you.
I haven't used it yet. It's called Tomorrow. I guess that's what it's supposed to be. What will tomorrow bring is what it has on the back of the box. What will tomorrow bring? And so this is a savory, smoky, juicy burger, which is made out of wheat gluten and kidney beans, yellow split peas, sunflower seeds, right? Here's another one from that product. It's called Protein Shreds. So I haven't used these yet, but I do have these in my freezer. This is something that I'm truly, truly addicted to, is the Daring product. I am so addicted to this Daring chicken, this one, and also they have the lemon pepper. I do not have this in my refrigerator because it comes in handy when you need those quick fix. You can make put this on your salad. You can make tacos. You can make burritos. You can make barbecue chicken. I mean, you can do, and again, vegan barbecue chicken. You can do anything you want with this. You can add your own flavors to it. So it's really a very versatile product. And let me just say, it is delicious. I mean, I don't like to recommend something if I don't eat it. You know what I'm saying? And if I don't really like it. So
I feel the same way. I just want to show everybody what's happening when I take her apart. So literally, I'm going to keep her in these fun kind of chunks as I cook her. But look at, I'm just peeling her apart. I mean, gorgeous mushroom. Straight. So I don't know if any of you have foraged yet, but we're going to go up to Oregon and do some foraging for mushrooms ourselves. But I just want to say I'm going to put all this in the pan right now with my garlic, onions, and Miyoko's butter that has been caramelizing. And we're going to see how these are going to turn out. I'm figuring this is going to be a super easy recipe. You're making a pepper steak with seitan. I'm making some mushroom madness. So exciting. Oh my gosh. Y'all, let me just say something. Tell me some mushroom jokes. I want to hear some mushroom jokes. Or do you have anything that's like fun for the spirit of autumn or Halloweeny? So just put it in the chat. We kind of want to hear from you.
What did you ask them?
If they had any jokes or anything they want to add in for mushroom jokes, if they had any, or if they have any Halloween, like fall, autumn, funny kind of things like that. Okay, so wait, mushrooms are yummy. Yes.
Yes.
Wait, who's this? Oh, I don't know. That says not available. Okay, we'll keep it coming with new products. Yes, exactly. That's right. And mushrooms are yummy for sure. I want to know how you make them. We want to get active in the chat, y'all. So get on in there if you like. Okay, I'm gonna head over and pop these into the pan because that's the way we do it over here.
Okay, that's the way she does it over here. But I have to tell you, my meal is basically done. That's how simple and easy this is. And like I said, I'm going to top it over some rice. It looks pretty good. The last thing I add, let me show you. The last thing I added in here was some nutritional yeast. It gives it some nice flavor. It gives it a nice little cheesy flavor. This looks really, really yummy. I mean, I'm not going to lie. I can't wait to taste it. Hopefully it has enough flavor. So I'm going to grab my bowl, which I made sure that I was kind of prepared today, so I wouldn't have to be looking a little crazy here. So what else have you guys have you made? What have you done with your mushrooms when you did cook them? What have you done with seitan? I love Debbie puts it in stews and soups. And we are, like Paige said, we are getting to our soup season. I really would like to start doing some of those. I've never made the split pea or a nice potato soup. Would be really great to make, but I'm still waiting for it to get warm here. So, cold here. So it's kind of, you don't really want soup when it's hot. So, some people do, but I prefer to eat soup when it's kind of chilly out. Oh yeah, this looks pretty yummy. Now, you can add more vegetables. I was supposed to do that, but I totally forgot to take them out of the fridge. But you can add more vegetables, some broccoli, some string beans, some peas, whatever you want to add in here, you can do so. Go ahead, Paige.
I just want to show everybody what's happening with these mushrooms are connecting. Now, I need a little color, so I am going to put the spinach in, but I don't want to cook the spinach for too long. I want to tell you, I got this delicious spinach from the farmer's market, and I just rinsed it a little, but I'm not even going to trim the stems because guess what? I'm going kind of like rough on this one. The stems have a ton of protein as well. So protein, nutrients, and minerals. Let me tell you something. Don't dump the stems. Don't dump the stems. Use the stems in other ways. So maybe you don't want the stems going on just like I did here, but perhaps save the stems and put them into your smoothie where they're just going to get smoothied up because they're really full, like including your broccoli stems, your carrots, toppers. You can juice them. The other thing you can do is make a veggie broth. So I wanted to show everybody what I'm doing here. I've been collecting some scraps and I'm going to throw this in some water with some seasonings and just let it boil up and then sit for a while and then strain it. But look what's going on in here. There's all kinds of flavors. I'll put some garlic in there too. Why not? Yeah. But this needs to cook a little bit more, so I'll be right back.
Yeah, okay, go right ahead. I was getting ready to say something when she mentioned that. Oh my gosh, how did I lose my thought? But I'll figure it out eventually. But again, like I had mentioned, if you tell us some of the things that you have made with the seitan, this is kind of new to me. I don't really use it that often. I do want to taste it. I think I did put a fork out here. So I am going to grab a fork because I want to see how this tastes. And so I just went on and put this in the bowl. It could use a little bit more color, like a little bit more green. So probably I will add some broccoli to it. I think that would be kind of nice. I'm going to taste it. Not bad. A little chewy. The seitan is a little chewier, but not bad.
Okay, Sherry, we're going to go like this because I want to show a few things to people. I've been teaching a class about compost, and I wanted to encourage everybody out there that you can do it too. But let me just put a couple notes here. Ooh, bright and yummy indeed. So I'm not sure why we don't know your name, but it's okay. We're happy you're here. We're happy you're joining us. We have lots of people watching from all over the world. Let me tell you something. Couple tips I just want to give you about. You get something from the farmer's market. You can put it in a little cloth napkin or paper napkin and put it inside of a jar, and it'll last longer. These happen to be sesame seed sprouts. They're so yummy. You can put them on top of your salad. All right, sprouts are really key for your health and wellness. You can also put them in a smoothie. I like them just to eat them like raw right there. So that's a great way to keep them fresh, is to put them in a little paper towel or towel. The other thing, oh, look at how juicy and yummy these are. These little cherry tomatoes and all the different colors. This is from Farmer's Market. You know, you really get the colors going when you got a more natural thing going with your garden experience. What were you going to say, Sherry?
So what if I had lost my thought, but then you brought it back, and I was going to talk about sprouts. And I was going to talk about, I'm into these micro sprouts now. And so I bought some broccoli sprouts, some kale sprouts, some, what other ones did I have? Alfalfa sprouts, and I think maybe some mung bean sprouts. I'm not sure. I think that's what it was. And I made this wonderful roe. I did like a nori roe, and I put the sprouts all in there, and I mashed up some avocado. And you would be so surprised how filling that was. And that all it was the microgreens. So they are really at the root of all the nutrients, eating these microgreens. So those are something that I'm going to be incorporating in my diet more frequently, because that way I can get more nutrition. So I try to put those in my salad. I just, like Paige said, I rinse them off, clean them, and then I just throw them right into my salad, and I eat them raw. And I think that's pretty much like where you can get most of the nutrients from eating those raw micro grains. So I wanted to know if anyone out there is eating micro sprouts. That's what I meant to say, not grains, but micro sprouts.
Yes. Microgreens and sprouts. I think they're two different things, but yeah, definitely. Oh my gosh, Sherry, you're right, because you add those in, and apparently like the broccoli microgreens are really good.
I have that one. I have the broccoli and the kale.
Yeah. Okay. This is so good. I did dip my fork in, but I want to show you how these look like little squids. It's pretty cool. And this is really easy. I just put a little bit of Miyoko's butter, some garlic, onions, and the mushrooms. It's really tasty. This is really good. I have to say.
Yeah, I know. I can't wait to eat mine. I'm going to add a little bit more greens into my bowl.
Okay.
Like some broccoli. Probably when we finish the show, I'm going to add some broccoli in the top. Yeah. So.
Okay. I'm going to put my pan down. I'll be right back. So do you want to give anybody, I wanted to give people some eco info about composting, but do you want to give them anything about fitness? Wellness?
Yeah, I can. Yeah. So, I mean, there's really like 3 things, maybe 4 things that I just find that are really essential to our well-being. And one is to get rest, to get sleep, to get an adequate enough sleep that your body's rest and that you're able to rejuvenate those cells once you're asleep. So I think that's really important. And in order to do that, you want to turn off the television, turn off your phone, turn off your computer at least 30 minutes before you go to bed, because our brain is active and it's still processing and thinking and talking to you and remembering things that you did. So you just want to kind of just calm it down, just turn all your electronics off. Make sure your room is nice and dark, that way, because your eye You know, it's weird how the brain is so smart. It will recognize the light, wake you up, distort your sleep. So those are things that you can do before you go to bed, you know, to ensure that you have good sleep. And if you have a problem with me, I would set my alarm on my phone to tell me to go to bed at a certain time, because I get up at 4:45 every morning to start my work. And so I know I need to at least have 6 to 7 hours of sleep. That's good for me. Drinking water, which I have not been good. I have to be honest. I have been lagging myself. But we do need to drink our water every day, or eat vegetables that are very hydrating, and fruits are also another way to get that fluid, but water does help. And, you know, they say that you need to drink half your weight in ounces in order to really hydrate your body. So if you like, you know, right now you get bored of water, you can do coconut water, you can add fruit in your water, you can add lemon in your water, whatever you can do to make it so that you want to drink it. And then let's see, we got water, we got sleep, and we got to move the body. You know, I just recommend if you could start moving 30 minutes a day just to create a habit, because it takes 21 days. Everyone has different things, 21 days, 14 days to create a habit. And even if it's just walking, it's better than sitting on your couch, sitting in front of your computer. If you have that ability to get out and walk, you can get out and walk to start for 30 minutes. And those who are already active, you know, you can just increase your time and the workout. So, but our body is made to move, and it does make you feel better mentally and spiritually, because you're able to pump up those endorphins, get your heart rate up, and moving the body, it just makes you feel good in your skin. And we all are doing the last thing is that we're eating this wonderful lifestyle diet. And those who are not vegan, who are thinking of transitioning, you know, you just need to take a small baby steps in order to make your way towards this, if this is your goal. I'm not trying to force this on anyone, but if it's your goal, you take those baby steps, correct?
Love it. Oh my gosh. Okay, y'all, this turned out so beautiful.
It looks really, really good, Paige.
Now, you can top this on top of rice. You could use this as a base and add maybe a little marinara and put it on top of pasta. I'm just going to say, but wow, this whole mushroom combo, and it was so easy. It was like 3 steps. So it's mushrooms, garlic, onions, and spinach. That's it, folks. That's what we got here. Now, I love what you were sharing, Cherie. And I just wanted to give a quick Unchained TV. Oh, whoops. Unchained TV. We've got shows over there. You want to head on over there and grab out of Facebook land and into the app land, or on our website, Unchained TV. Let me just tell you about this cute little necklace I am wearing. Hello, wait, hold on. I'm finding something here, because I want to give a shout out to Lizzie, who I think is 8 years old.
Oh.
She makes cute necklaces, y'all. It says vegan. Can you see? Wait, let me give myself a little. Hang on, I'm going to remove you for just.
Go ahead.
Can you see how cute? It says vegan. And I think, like I said, I think she's about 8 years old. And this is her card. I'll put it in the chat. But her name is Lizzie. Oh, is that upside down? LS Creations. And I ran into her and her mom and her dad at a local vegan restaurant, making vegan sushi. So good. And yeah, these are so cute. So I love supporting businesses and making things happen for our youth. And how cool is that she is, you know, a young youth that is making things happen, has her own little business. Also, a shout out to Plant-Based Treaty. If you have not yet signed it, it's endorsed it, sign it, please do. In Los Angeles, they made an anonymous decision to endorse the Plant-Based Treaty, and go find out more about it. I want to give a shout out to Ellen Dent, as well as Renee from Paw Pact, and the Plant-Based Treaty and Unchained TV, and everyone else who came on and called and made public comments yesterday via the phone. And we were on for like 5 hours. So it was pretty great that this was endorsed, but also so many celebrities have endorsed, laureates, scientists, all kinds of folks have endorsed. So I just invite you to do that. This is for system changes in our food system to bring a more global, sustainable planet forward in our food system. So having said that, there are some comments in here. I just want to say, okay, wow, how cute. Oh, thank you, Tina. She
Tina,
also
no.
says sound advice. Now that's you.
Yeah. No.
And Debbie, look at what does Debbie say here? While I get this together.
Okay, so yeah, I was asking how did they make, so Debbie used her seitan to make vegan hot beef franks farms and is a brand. I use it to make gravy and put seitan in it and cook it. Sounds great.
Wow, I love that. All right. Love it, Debbie. And then
Yes.
Tina says she loves broccoli. Wow. And then, Autumn joined us today.
Hey, Adam. Oh, that sounds good. I love stroganoff. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that sounds really good.
So I just want to say that I just want to encourage everybody, because if these little sixth graders can do it, they're not that little, but we can too. And you can literally go online and find out how to make your own compost. We made our own compost I used this brown box with a tray underneath. You can make your own, and there's layers to it. So you're going to put some dirt on the bottom, and then you're just going to keep layering brown, green, using all fruits and vegetables. And you tear up paper, and you want to make it real small. But as you can see here, I've got all kinds of things that just came from my backyard, as well as coffee grounds and tea bag fillings. So, we're a lifestyle show, and I'm an eco-vegan. I'm very much about the environment. I was an environmentalist before I became a vegan. And I was all about, plastic pollution solutions.
Yes.
And now I'm about the fact that we have 80 billion pounds of food waste go into the landfill and create methane. Because what happens is you got the food waste, then you got all the trash, and it just gets an anaerobic experience where there's no air and it can't break down. And that's where we're having a problem with that. So you can make your own. The least you can definitely do, y'all, is get your fruit scraps out of the trash. You can I'm not saying you got to make yourself veggie broth. I've done it once. It worked really well. I'm going to do it again. But you can at least hopefully put it into your green trash can. Or like my girlfriend Ria said, bury it in the ground. Just dig a hole and bury your scraps in the ground. They'll decompose. They will. It will happen. So just saying, get the scraps out of the trash, y'all. You can do it.
Yeah, that's great. That's great tips. That's such great tips.
All right. Wow. This has been so much fun, everybody. We appreciate you. We invite you to go find us over on all the socials at Plant-Based in the Burbs.
Right.
You can find Sherry and I, our names on her Instagrams, our Sherry Cherie.
Mm-hmm.
You can find her other shows, which are on Unchained TV. And sign that plant-based treaty. Anything else for you, Miss Sherry?
No, that's it. I'm just so grateful that everyone showed up, and I got to try this seitan, and we'll see how Debbie's giving me some ideas. So thanks, Debbie. I'm gonna try to figure it out and see what I can make with this. But yeah, it's quick and easy, and I'm gonna enjoy it.
Thanks, everybody, for being here with us, and we'll see you next time.
See you next time.
Plant-Based in the Burbs. Boom, boom, boom.
Peace.
Let me find that off button.